welcome to the channel. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And yes, it's time for another sales video on AliExpress. Now AliExpress, as everybody knows, the March sale is live and kicking. So what's so different about this video? What am I going to show you that's different to the countless of the videos out there? Well, you know, the start of 2021 regarding AliExpress and all these homage watches, it's been very interesting because we've seen a lot of great new releases coming out, some very popular watches indeed. So I did a video a few weeks back talking about the newest releases. So most of the watches on there are still going to apply to this video, but I'm not going to go through them as I already have covered them, and they will be in the links in the description below if you do want to purchase any of them. But with this one, now between then and now, there has been a few different releases as well, some pretty significant ones. So what I'll do, I'll take you through them. So it's a handful of watches, maybe 5 or 6, and there's a brand that's quite new to me which I will also show you guys, see what you guys think of it, and we'll just basically cover those. So it's going to be a nice and short video, and you know what, on all these watches the theme here is going to be the budget watch category, so anywhere from around £80 up to £150. So it's a decent price bracket, and I think within that price bracket you can get some pretty awesome quality watches. And the brands I'm going to talk to you about are very popular brands, and also, like I said, I'm going to introduce you to a new one which is new to myself. So let's go ahead, let's check out all the watches individually, and also the main part I'm going to show you, sorry I forgot to mention, is the watches with the most savings. As you know, this sale isn't the best. You're not saving a whole load, but there are some watches out there which you are saving something which actually makes it worthwhile. So I will only show you those watches, and again, the links for those watches, should you choose to purchase them, will be in the description below. And I appreciate everyone using those links. It does really help support the channel, as AliExpress does give a small kickback on commission. But by now we all know the script, we all know how it works. So let's shoot across and start looking at the watches I want to show you guys. Okay, so check this out. These are the watches that I want to go into a bit more detail in, and this is the new brand that I want to introduce you to everybody. It's called, well, it's spelled Feice, but I think you should say Feice. I think that sounds the best to me. So I've got a few watches from there, and it's not a new brand, it's been there for a while, but it is actually new to me. And they've got very high rated watches, everything's 4.8, 4.9 and above, so I'll cover those. We also got a few brand new Paganis to look at, 2021 releases, and a couple of them I have mentioned in previous videos. The rectangular, which you already know about, and then we've got a brand new 2021 Cadisen and another Pagani. So very interesting watches. So let's start looking at the first one from Feice. So the Feice is at £128, and with the sale it comes to 120. It's not a lot, under £10, but the other watches they do have do give you more savings. So let's look at this. What's interesting about this, 13 orders, 4.8 rated, that they say it's an automatic movement. So that'll be really interesting, and I'm assuming it's going to be a Chinese automatic. And right here, yes, it's a Seagull Chinese automatic movement. So that's going to be very interesting, because to date we've only seen the Seiko mechanical quartz movement being used in these Daytona homages. So I think that'll be one to really look out for. Next we'll go on to this, called a Feice business watch, and I find this actually looks very nice. A nice classical watch, some great details there, and another Chinese automatic movement. So I know this will appeal to quite a lot of people. So Hanzo movement again, so it looks good. Savings wise, let's go back. So 136 for sale, and on the sale price is under £128, let's say. So again, not a lot, but the third one that Feice offer, there's a lot more to be saved on this. So the price, let's have a look at it. It's 157, comes down to 136, so a very decent saving there. And let's have a closer look at what it is. It's this stunning looking Royal Oak homage with a full skeletonized dial, and this actually uses a Chinese movement, which is in fact a high beat movement. 42mm case diameter, in case you're thinking it's the extra large version. It actually isn't. And yeah, very interesting. A high beat skeletonized movement, looks pretty good. So this one is something that I'll be personally interested in as well, for £136. A very good deal in the sale in my opinion. So let's move on down. So we know we've seen the new Pagani Black Bay Homage. It's a few pictures. So Honest Watch Reviews did an unboxing and it looks quite good, to be honest. So fair play to Pagani design. I think they've made the bezel better, they've made a couple of things better, but until obviously I get my hands on it, I can't really comment. But price, it's got a very good saving on there, 112 down to just under 90 quid for a very nice looking Pagani. Now we're on Pagani, let's move on. They've got a new release. I'm only mentioning it because it's a brand new release. It's got a bit of a saving on there as well, so £141 for this watch, and in the sale it's under 100, so effectively you're saving £40. And I hate the name, I can't even say it, I'm not even going to bother, but of course it's Pagani rebranding, and I think the reason they have it is so they can sell in other markets and not be called Pagani. But yeah, it's homaging the Tuna. Personally, I think there's no need for it. There's plenty of Tuna homages out there, but you can't stop them, so let's check them out. And again, this might be worth checking out. So let's move on down. Rectangular, not much of a saving, just something small. And then let's go on to the other 2021 Pagani. Let's have a quick look at the price. £104, and it's down to just below £95. And yes, it's a homage to the Explorer 2 GMT, and this has just been released. Now the lack of a bezel should mean this watch is going to be really good, because I think one of the best watches I've had from Pagani was the Datejust homage, because there was no bezel there and the watch was finished really well. Now with this GMT design, they're going to really be using a Chinese DG movement that they have used in their previous Rolex Submariner homages. But I think that looks quite good. I mean, some of the macro shots they show here show some decent bit of quality. So this is another one to be checking out. And plus, it's just been released. Now, the last one for the list, let's have a quick look at it, is from Cadisen. I recently did review the 42mm Royal Oak homage from them. Now they're doing a skeletonized dial, similar to the one from Feice, but they use a Seiko NH70 movement, which is the open heart movement. So a quick look at the price, £104 down to just below £90. And you've got two colors, you've got silver and you've got a PVD version as well, all black. So it looks pretty good. Let's go down, let's have a look at some pictures. Yeah, so it's fully see-through, skeletonized front and back. And if you're into that sort of thing, I think this is a really good contender. And again, just been released. It is on its way to me. So when that comes in, I'll be doing an unboxing on this. So there we go. That's all from me on this video. Of course, I'll link all these watches in the description below. I'll also include the links from the previous video that I did on the best value for money watches released in March. And those are the watches that are currently circulating. So that's what's on AliExpress at the moment. Feel free to, of course, look around, because I think the sale does also depend on your buyer status and the coupons they can also get. So have a good look around, try it, and ultimately find the best value for money watch on AliExpress. And it's okay, because if you are using my link, you can purchase anything and the commission still comes through. And as always, appreciate that. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on the next video.